Hi, I'm Evan Pantazzi. I wanted to discuss today what you're about to watch. This is a chaining event. Now what I do with the chaining event, I had started out with kata tensho and working the different attacks. And I got a couple of different Goju practitioners to do their tensho form and their seiyuchin. We did it as a duel. And they practiced it, then I went into some applications from it. But now we've decided to go in a different path. Now what I'm doing is I'm using the instructors of Kyushu International, my organization, and we're going to showcase other instructors around the world giving ideas on how they would use a specific target. We have people from Aikido, from Goju-Ryu, from Shotokan, we have Ninpo, we have all the different martial arts that are represented in our system. And what we're doing is we'll call out a target. I give them about a month, and they work on it. And what they do is they come up with the different ideas that they can show people that work with their art, their particular art, whether it's salat, arnis, whatever it is, and how to adapt that particular Kyushu target. Now, in the beginning of each film, as you've probably noticed from prior ones, I'll go into a anatomical study of that particular target, show you the ramifications. I come up with a couple of clips from myself applying the technique to show you what's possible with it, and then we take it off and we watch all the other instructors do little drills or techniques or whatever they're going to do, and showcase that one particular target, how they would adapt it to their martial arts. So no matter what martial art you are studying, okay, they all fit together. So if you're watching a guy that's doing a salat technique, for example, okay, and then you think about your karate kata, okay, you're going to find the same answers there. Okay, and that's the benefit of studying Kyushu. Kyushu is the core. All the other martial arts are using that core. And as they do, you'll see that the movements are pretty similar in all the different martial arts. All right, you'll see different moves that come. You'll see it in Salat. You'll see it in Tai Chi. You'll see it in Wing Chun. You'll see it in boxing even. All right, so when you're looking at the Kyushu, we're looking more at what's the core. So this will hopefully help you understand a target, understand the adaptability of that target, and the integrative capability and possibility for your particular style. So that's chaining. Please stand by. I'm going to go into the anatomical study. We're going to do I'll do a few techniques with this particular target. Oh, by the way, it's the occipital nerves. All right, and nope, not gallbladder 20. It's not bladder 10. It's not any pressure point. These are the actual nerve structures. So there's I'm going to give you neurological reasons. I'm going to give you locations. I'll show you exactly how to transfer the energy into the nerve to cause a greater effect. And then the instructors will come by and you'll see their little drills that they were playing with for the last couple of weeks, and then sending me the films so we could put this together. Just to begin with, well, I want you to feel this for yourself. So I want you to take the cupped hand, okay? Keep it nice and soft, okay? This is the blood pool hand from the Bubishi. You're going to place it right on the back of your skull, right at the base of the occipital lobe here, the bone of the skull. Not in the middle of the neck, not on the head itself, right where the two join. And as you do this technique, I want you to cup it and slap it, letting the whole surface of the hand hit at the exact same time and hit toward the forehead. So your hand would be coming up in a sliding action. But don't let it slide off the back of the head. Don't let it skim off the head. Really strike into it. All right, so the strike would be a shock like that, and you'll feel that electrical surge go right through your head and body. All right. Now I'm gonna take a little time to show you on these nerves here that you've seen the actual nerves and the structures that you're affecting, and then the instructors will go into a group of different techniques. So stay tuned right to the end, because there's some great stuff coming out from many different countries and areas of the world. So thanks for watching. See you soon.
We're going to talk about the occipital nerves right at the base of the skull. Let's get rid of the hair on this guy, and you can start to see that the base of the skull is very rich in nerve area. And once we hide these, let's see if we can fade all these muscles here. You can start to see that the skull is sticking out a little bit. Now let's zoom in and get right down in through here just a little bit. Now we have 6 nerves here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a nerve-rich area. Now, getting rid of the muscles, let's get rid of those. We can start to see them just a little bit more clearly. Okay, these structures, 3 on each side. Okay, right here you have the lesser occipital nerve. All right here we have the greater occipital nerve, and you're going to see at the base of the skull this has a branching, so it's pretty nerve-rich right there. And this is the least, if I can catch it, this is the least occipital nerve. Now again, you have a mirror image, the least occipital nerve. Okay, you have, well, again, I got to catch this thing. Okay, you got the greater occipital nerve, and you have, of course, the lesser occipital nerve. So this whole area right in through here is nerve-rich. Now, if we zoom in just a little bit more, and we slide this guy over, we can start to see right at the base of the skull there's quite a bit of nerve action here. Now, if you strike this hard, you can get 1 or 2 nerves. But when you strike it hard or with a hard object, you're not going to get a really great result with it, because you're only targeting maybe 1 nerve. If you take the soft part of your hand and slap this area, as mentioned in the prior film, you're going to see that there's a much greater result. It feels like electricity's going right through your body and right out your head. Some people might get a little dizzy. Some people might feel like electrical shock. Some people might even get a headache. Some people feel faint. It's very hard to knock yourself out, but I'll cover that in another topic. So you see that all these nerve structures are pretty amazingly compacted in this area. Now let's take away the skeleton, and you can see the brain and the central nervous system right in through here, and you can see these just a little bit better. Bringing back the skull, you're going to notice that they really go right on the outside of the skull. They're not underlying. All you have is a thin layer of skin and muscle. Let's bring back the muscle, and you can see how they still stick out just a little bit from those muscle groups. Again, you have the lesser occipital nerve right in here. You have the greater occipital nerve, and you have the least occipital nerve right down there. Now, turning this guy upward, you'll notice that this nerve right in through here, the occipital nerve, and you have the lesser occipital here. Very powerful indeed. This is a vascular tissue. This nerve here is the greater occipital, and that's the one that had the branching. Let's get rid of all this. You can start to see it down here. Now, when you have the muscles on, it's very hard to see, and this is the complaint I have about most charts. It's very difficult to ascertain where the bone is, where the targets really lay. But they're right at the base of the skull. So let's get rid of this muscle group again, and you can see right at the base of the skull is where you're going to slap those against. Now again, you want a broad area so you catch all of this. So a palm, a hooked hand that's laying on the back of your neck with a slap, and the hand adheres to the whole contour of the skull, is going to get all these nerves from the skull region down into the neck region. Again, very powerful strike. Okay, and that's what we're going to be chaining today for you. Hope you enjoy.
Ze zijn niet meer zo ingezogen. Jongens, goed. Hij is goed. Het is zo einfach, als es ist, aber das ist gerade richtig. Kommt hier, oder? Rechts. Nee, kannst du leider noch. Great.
Hi, Ricardo Castro from Azores Islands. I'm going to show you one of the attacks from a nerve in the back of the skull. When you do this movement, any movement that goes forward, it goes open hand or closed hand, it goes to the back of this nerve. The nerve is just in the end or the beginning of the skull, and it's really on this big place. So when you go, you try to go in the direction of the other side. So if he grabs you or something, if you just control the head, he puts the head right in place for you to hit him, and you just don't know exactly where it is for a while. Okay, so as you see, if you just give a little touch, it's enough to make the brain react a little bit. And you lose a little bit of reaction. So when you do the movement, the most important that you can do is just control the head. That is your body going or your body going. Okay? Even if he's grabbing you, like judo grabbing, if he grabs you in the back a little bit, you can use your bone. So when you do movements like this, when you're doing the back movement or the rolling movement, when you go back, you can use the back also. Here, just go like that, and you don't know exactly what it is. So you can use it going forward, you can use it going back and forward. It all depends on how you can use it then. Okay?
Hello, let's talk about occipital nerve. Look at it here. A lot of people, it's like to hit them in these situations, grappling or doing some sparring. But there is another fine situation when somebody is approaching to us to grab and bring up. One way to stop, hitting it directly. Thank you.
So in the Filipino martial arts, they teach weapons first, and then they go to empty hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an entry or movement from the stick and do it to empty hand. And you do always little adjustments because it's empty hand, it's not a weapon. And we're going to put that to the occipital strike, occipital nerves using the blood pool, the inside of the blood pool. So the movement is come into frame, and we're in frame. There you go. So he takes a swing at me here. I'm going to step this way. I'm going to hit. Switch right. Again, he comes in, boom, and hit. So without the sticks, thank you. He does punch. I'm coming this way, and I'm going to hit. Taking this and placing around the occipitals, which I'll show you where they are in a second. Comes in, boom, and I hit. So where we're hitting, turn around please. Put your head up. So we're hitting, there's a lesser occipital here, there it goes up a little bit, runs along between the two muscles, the trapezius and the sternocleidomastoid. It's a little closer to the sternocleidomastoid muscle there, but it's here. Then we got one that runs on the outside of this muscle, and that's the This is a lesser, this is the greater, and then we have a little guy that comes up here from in between the muscle, and that's called the least or the third. So coming closer. So we have in duck, because my camera. There we go. So we have the lesser, the greater, and the least, and those are what we're hitting like this. So we're going to be attacking that. Okay, it'll be kind of like. Okay, and now we're going to drill. Here, and we're just going to go like that. Okay, and we're going to get that, and then we're going to add an entry to it from
Technique.
Yep. So again, we're here, and I'm just going to go. All right. Yeah. Okay. So let's play with that. Get it now. All right. So we're coming in with this motion like that. Slap. You get it. Right. So you're coming in.
You do it very hard, right?
So now you have to fall. Okay, comes in. Oh, nice. I said you got to fall. I didn't tell him to fall. I meant I was going to make him fall. Are you okay? All right. So that's what happens.
Alright, so I felt my vision kind of like collapse, kind of like tunnel vision just went out, and then my eyes, I felt my pupils dilate, and then as soon as I get out, I could not stop blinking. Also, there was a huge pressure in my head too, which is really annoying but great at the same time. So yeah, that's pretty much.
And why'd you fall?
Because it being a neurological, I had no control over my body. So pretty much my legs just collapsed.
Okay.
You know, you can't help it. That's all right.
And what do you think about it?
I love it.
Now, empty hand.
Empty hand, he's coming in, and I'm going here, and then I'm dropping it down. All right.
Alright, flash of lightning. That's what it feels like. Quick
Bolt.
bolt. Yeah, that's the word. But I can't talk now. I'm being hit some stuff. Bolt. And then you feel like you're gonna black out. That's it. If you didn't catch me, I probably would have.
Yeah, your eyes dilate to the
Yeah.
point where you almost.
I was drinking.
I want to try something. You good? All right. So the punch comes in, right here.
Oh, jeez.
And this is a little different. What do you feel on that?
I felt the bolt, and it made my knees weak. I was able to come back up, but time's over.
Yeah.
It was good.
I was doing an exit. I don't know if you saw. I did the exit.
Yeah.
Run. So I was running away. So if anything,
Right.
I ran away.
Escapeology.
Yes. Mike, one more. Like this, boom, and then slap it down. Okay?
Really?
We're gonna go the other way. So he comes in, I go boom, and I drop it.
You dropped me on that one.
Okay. Do an explanation. Since
They're all adding up.
we missed the first one.
Thank you, Ed. Anyway. Okay, I felt a blackout. Couple seconds. Quick flash of light. And it dropped me, as you see, on my knees. So it was right on target. Quick jolt. Very good time. Right on spot.
Do you get the electricity you said before?
Yes. That quick jolt. Boom. It was on this side of my head.
Okay.
The right. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
That's it. Good. Go play.
Okay.
Go play.
What just happened?
He did the blood pool hand on I guess you would call it
The
both
occipitals. The occipitals. Yeah.
And my eyeballs jolted, and both sides went right to my gut,
Yeah.
right to my stomach.
Who did that on you?
Tom did, because I asked him to. Good shot, Tom. You left.
Okay. Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh.
That was it.
All right, give him a wake up,
my
revive
God.
him. All right, what did you feel on that?
Felt like my eyes were gonna explode.
Yeah.
So you got a bolt of lightning out of it.
Yeah, it's like a big charge of like electricity, and it just zap. Felt like I was gonna black out for a couple seconds, and then
Awesome.
that's the effect.
Al hit you with his hand like this,
Like
and
this, yeah.
the fingers, and the fingers wound up
Yeah,
hitting
like
you.
The middle part, the knuckle right here.
Right.
It was either.
It doesn't matter which finger, but it hit the left side of
it
your.
hit the left side. We penetrated the left side more.
Right.
And I got like quick tunnel vision. Then my eyes, like it went, like you focus in and out. And then the pain went straight to the middle part of my skull and then out.
Out
And
the
it's
back.
like,
All right.
right to the back. And then the next day, well, not actually the next day, during the course of that night, the inside of my mouth on the left side swelled up. I couldn't eat on that left side of my mouth, and my teeth were killing me. It lasted for 2 days, and then by Tuesday, it started to get better. And today's completely better. I don't have the swelling anymore.
And today's Wednesday.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple of days after that.
Couple of days, yeah.
After
So
we
it
after we did the
yeah,
class.
It happened Saturday, and it lasted Sunday, Monday, Tuesday started to go down, and now the swelling's completely down today.
Cool. Kind of cool, but yeah.
Kind of cool. It sucked because I couldn't eat.
All right. Thanks.
All right.